It's Adam here. I'm going to show you the exact revision template that I use with my students to help them take control of their revision. It's going to help you plan smarter, revise better, and you're going to be able to see your progress straight away. It's not just going to help you smash your A-levels and your GCSEs, it's going to help you much further down the line. I know what you're thinking. I've used revision planners before and I find them really difficult to use and I never stick to them and it's just too difficult to make one, so there's just no point. But trust me, this one's very different. It's going to help you out a lot. And I guarantee you'll improve if you use it. My students use this exact method to help them improve from 2 to 4 grades within just 3 months. And I'm sure you can too if you follow my tips.
Wow.
I'll even hold your hand and walk you through this planner step by step so you know exactly how to use it. Get straight into it. When you first open the sheet, you're going to be greeted with this page. And it's just going to show you the different features that we have available in this tracker. So you can choose your subject, create your revision schedule, plan your revision schedule, review where your mistakes are happening for subjects like science and maths. You've got some resources and then some little tips there at the bottom just to help you. These will update every single time you open it so that you can see how long you have till your first paper. First page, you've got all of your subjects listed, and if you click into each of these links, you're going to get a link to all of the past papers. And for the ones that I've found already, if you click into here, you're going to find the grade boundaries. So it's always important after you've done a past paper to assess where you're at, which grade you're at. You can tick which ones you're studying and it gives you a rough idea of how many papers, how many marks are in each exam. You can choose which tier you're at, whether you're a foundation level student or a higher student, put in which exam boards you've got and what predicted grades you're aiming for. I'm going to move on to the next page and this is where the magic happens. So here you're going to be greeted with this and I would choose to fill this in every Sunday. Just before you go to sleep on Sundays, fill this in so that you've got your revision timetable for the rest of the week done. First thing, what time do you want to start on your weekdays? Let's say you're at school, you finish school around 3:30, you get home about 4, you want to have a break, you want to have some tea. Let's say we want to start at 5 p.m. We're going to have 3 sessions every evening and each of those sessions you can choose how long you want it. Do you want a 30-minute session? Do you want 20-minute sessions? I think on the weekdays, 60 to 90-minute sessions would be appropriate. So I'm going to probably go for 90 minutes. I'm going to do 3 of them. Same thing, I need to ask myself on the weekends, how long do I want to study for on the weekends? I think I can hack a little bit more. I can do 2 hours. So I'm going to do 2 hours there. What time do I want to start on the weekends? Saturdays, I like to have a little bit of a lie-in. I've had a long week. I've had 5 days at school. I want to have a bit of a lie-in and I'll wake up around 11 o'clock. So let's say I have my breakfast, I've chilled for a little bit. On Sunday, I'm going to have a little bit of a lie-in as well, but I'll wake up probably a little bit early. I've rested a little bit on Saturday. So I'll probably start around 12 o'clock then. How long do I want for each of my breaks? Somewhere between 5 and 20 is appropriate. I think 15 minutes is okay for each of my breaks between each session. I'm going to choose which subjects I'm studying. You can delete any of these if you need to, but these are very important. These are all of the subjects that are going to appear on the next page. You want to make sure that you have all of the subjects that you have, but I've tried to include as many as I can. On the right hand side, you've got your study methods. You can choose which ones you want from them. Once you've filled this out, this is where the magic happens. If you go to the next page, the schedule page, you can see we've got all of our days. We've got what times we're going to start, what times we're going to start on Saturday and Sunday. It's all done. How long we're going to study for. And now we can start putting in which subjects we're going to study for. Let's say during this 90 minutes, I want to study a little bit of maths, I want to do a little bit of physics. I like to do similar subjects together, just so that once I'm in one frame of mind, I can stick with that and then I can move on to a different frame of mind. So let's say, for example, the next one, probably do a little bit of English, do a little bit of history, and that's that one there. I'm going to choose what topics I need to do. So depending on what subject you're doing, how you need to revise that, you're going to choose what topics, how you're going to study it, and you're going to choose your study methods here. For your notes, you can put anything extra that you need to, and it's already included your break time. If you want to schedule exactly what you want to do for your break time, you can choose a few things here. I think it's very important to take care of yourself whilst you're studying. It's not just about revising, but at the same time, you need to be taking care of yourself. So you need to choose 1, 2 of these, but make sure you don't go over your 15 minutes. You want to be strict with yourself. You want to take responsibility and you want to do the best that you can. So be strict with yourself. Only take 15 minutes if it says 15 minutes. It gives you the end time, it gives you the next time that you need to start and the next time. So you'll finish about 10 o'clock if you did this study method. This is probably quite appropriate for a lot of students that are coming close to their exams, but maybe if you're a little bit further away, let's say around November, December, you've still got 6 months, maybe you could do 60-minute sessions, but it's all about being consistent. Once you've done the session, you can just complete it and you'll see you've got a little progress bar going along at the bottom. You'll tick them off and it'll complete that progress bar for you. And it'll give you a few little motivational messages for you there. I've got an example one here so you can see what one looks like at the end of the week. So you can see these are the subjects that I studied, these are the topics that I was studying, these are the study methods, how long I was having my breaks for. These are the ones that I managed to do, these are the ones that I didn't manage to do. So always give yourself an appropriate amount to do. Don't give yourself too much, don't give yourself too little. I'm going to move on to the other main feature of this revision template, which is where you can track all of your scores for your past papers, for your maths and your science-based subjects. I think it's very important to do as many past papers as you can for maths and science. Once you've done a couple of past papers and you look at the mark schemes and you see where you need to improve on, you're going to definitely see a lot of improvements. That's part of the revision that I give with my students. On this page, you've got the link to the papers if you still need them again. You can fill out what score you get. You put in whatever silly errors you get. You can put whatever question numbers you missed because you forgot how to do it, or you might have made a rounding error, or you just did something a bit silly that you probably could have got if you checked it properly. The missing knowledge column is where you put in all of the question numbers that you struggle with and you didn't know how to do it at all. You'll have a list of numbers and then you can put in the list of topics that you need to be revising. After each paper, you can put in the list of topics that you need to revise and revise them before you start the next paper. Once you've completed a full set of papers, you'll have your total score, it'll have a percentage for you, and it'll have a grade based on this. So this is just a rough guide, but I would definitely look at the grade boundaries specific to your exam board and change this so that it's actually relevant to your exam board. But these are just very, very rough guidelines for someone that would be doing a higher paper. This is what one would look like. So you can see the students filled out all of the scores, where they got silly errors, their missing knowledges, and they've got some topics that they've struggled with. And over time, they'll click these off. They'll hopefully see their progress improving. And I would typically do the papers one at a time, and you'll see your progress steadily improve. You've got this page, the score tracker. You can use it for your marks for your maths. You've got paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. You can also use it for your triple science and your combined science, depending on whatever you're doing. You'll just need to duplicate the pages if you're doing 3 papers for science. This last page, this is a resources page where I've just got a bunch of links for maths, science and English. These are the tuition services that we provide, and some links that we think would be very helpful if you want to take a look at. If you're struggling to find resources, I would take a look here and you'll probably find what you need to. If you want to get this revision template, all you need to do, go to the link that I've put in the description. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. You'll find walkthroughs and work solutions and other revision guides and tips. I'll see you soon.